proud of you, bud. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Scott, for choosing this way. It's kind of slower if you went that way.
Yeah, do what I can, Stu.
Ready to go. Congratulations, Danny Senior. Time flies when you're having fun, and it was really nice that you and Lloyd were roommates and made it out the full 80-something days together. Can't say the same for past clients when we have to share rooms and go through 5 roommates. It was meant to be, and you guys were match made in heaven. And yeah, you have the wisdom inside you. You have the tools. Just one day at a time. Keep it simple. You got it, you know. And you have all of us here, the staff, and you know the other clients here to support you. And you have tremendous support on your screen. You know, your sister, brother-in-law, and you know, you got this. Just keep on keeping on. I'm gonna miss you. And it was nice to see you older guys playing crib the last week or 2 at the house. So yeah, congratulations. Proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Join High Point, Low Point when you get out.
Oh, yeah.
Want to check in.
I will. Hey.
Congratulations, Danny. I've only known you for a couple of days now, but you've been a great roommate, and you've been showing me stuff all around the house, where to go, what to do, and everything. I hope everything's great for you. From what I understand, you kind of got this right now, so continue on, and yeah, if anything ever needs, like, reach out. That's all you gotta do.
Thanks very much.
Congratulations for completing the program. I don't have much to say. You've already got this. Just hang on to the important bits. You know what they are. The only advice I would have for you is just for man, beard and mustache. Pick up some.
Alright, congratulations, Danny. Gonna miss our little morning talks, man. It was great to get to know you. You've been one of the guys in the house that's always been willing to take guys under their wing and show them around, lend out with an extra helping hand. I know I've seen you doing things, chores in the house without recognition and or for recognition, and that's very admirable. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to stay in touch with you, man. And all I can say is I know that you have the tools to face all the challenges you will face in life, and just love yourself. You're a great person. You deserve to love yourself, and wish you the best.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Dad?
Who are you?
Say hi to John and Donna. Hi guys.
You're supposed to say Ed.
Aunt. I love you so much, Dad, and I'm very proud of you. Through all the ups and downs we've had in life, you've always managed to make me very proud. And you're a big inspiration to me, and for all the times that I've had to come in and out of recovery, you've always been there for me and taught me so much. And I don't know if I ever would have came to treatment or recovery if it wasn't for you showing me that it was a way of life. And I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. And even though it's we're going back at trying this again, I think you really got it this time. And this time, me and you both, we can have each other's backs, and we're both ready for it. So it's a different go this time. And yeah, super
Give me a
proud.
hug, Daniel.
Love you very much.
You too, buddy.
Hi, Randy. Addict. Congratulations, Danny. I'm proud of you, man. I've only recently got the privilege of spending time with you, my friend. And you're a very calm older fellow, and it's needed in recovery. I mean, the time I have spent with you, man, I've laughed a lot, and like it's been shared, you're very eager to help the man next to you. And that's huge. I mean, that's what recovery is all about. And from the sounds of it, you've been doing it for a very long time. Being a peer support worker isn't easy work, and I hope going forward that you continue to help others, and I kind of know you will. It's how we stay sober, man. And in doing so, I know you're gonna have it. And getting to know your son as well has been an awesome time. I mean, you know, to be your age and still be able to get into the gym and have that physical part to your body,
Yeah.
it's a huge, huge bonus. You know, I hope when I'm at your level, I'm able to do the same. So, you know, congratulations. Stay connected. You ever feeling lonely or lost, you give us a call. There's a lot of people in this room that'll help you out, Danny.
Right on.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
My name is Andrew. Congrats, Danny, man.
Thanks,
90
Andrew.
days is it's a big thing. Don't take it lightly, you know. And just remember what you learned in here and keep putting those practices to work, you know. And yeah, stay connected for sure. It was great getting to know you. I know I was in the other house, but every time you came here, you know, you're always in a good mood, always eager, happy, and yeah, just ready to go. Yeah, like Randy said, I hope I'm still in the gym at your age. That'd be nice. Yeah, just yeah, stay connected. Remember everything you learned, and you'll do great out there. I know you will. So yeah, congrats.
Thank you very much.
Mike Alcoholic. Hey, Danny.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, man, you always got a good laugh, good crack, good crack a joke anytime. What you say in the meetings, though, I take in, and I take a lot out of it. You got that wisdom, so stick with that. You know, you got the tools, so use them. Keep it simple. Love you, man. And keep it real. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, mate.
Serge Attic.
Hey, Serge.
Congratulations, Danny. 90 days. I haven't gotten to know you much. I've seen you a few times around. Getting to know your son. Always keep in mind that you've gotten through your 90 days. But tell yourself that this is where the real hard work starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what, keep fighting, keep pushing through. And anytime you feel down, pick up a phone, call somebody. Don't call the wrong person, call the right person. People that have been there for you in your sobriety.
Right on.
Because that's your number one goal, is to keep in contact with the people that are sober and they're willing to help you. And like I say, leaving these doors, this is where your true recovery starts, because there is nobody to hold your hand. There's nobody to tell you that, you know, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that. This is all choices that you need to make now. And that thing, you've done your 90 days, you've learned a lot, you got a lot of wisdom. You're not a young buck,
Yeah.
or a little bit older than the rest. But yeah, I'm proud of you, and I can't wait for my 90 days to come up. I am very happy that I got in here, and always remember the hard work starts now. Keep your chin up. You feel down, and remember, to every down there's an up.
Right on. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Danny, you got this. All you have to do at your age is just keep it real. That's all. You got it all figured out. I got bigger problems. Like, what am I going to do when you're gone now? I got to find another partner to go on the internet with. Trying to find our love lives, you know, like on buckets and buckets and buckets of plenty of fish.
Oh, I don't do the plenty of fish.
When they tell us which cold.
Oh, this must be a burn. Okay, I'll let you off this time.
Okay. Anyways, you'll do fine, buddy.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Connor, alcoholic addict.
Hey, Connor.
Danny, you were one of the most welcoming people when I first came into the house. I think you were only like 2 weeks into the program about that, and yeah, you made it feel like home. Like other people have said, your shares at groups and at morning check-in are super meaningful, and it kind of, I've never been in treatment before, so it kind of gave me a bit of a guide on how to move my way through. And when I was kind of like backing away from the program, you would notice and encourage me to do my step work. And I really appreciate what you've done for me in my recovery, and I see what you've done for other people in their recovery, and I'm gonna miss you. I only got a couple weeks left, but it's not gonna feel the same tomorrow morning. And yeah, I know you got this. Keep it real, man.
Okay, thank you, Connor.
Hi, Danny.
Hey, Red.
We never really met much, but I'm Adam. But you sound like a great leader and a great guy, and all the power to you, man. You got this.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey Danny,
Hey,
yeah, I only met you a couple of times, but know your son pretty well, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He's an amazing man, so I know you raised him right. Yeah, the little bit that I've got to share with you, you've been really funny. You're obviously very caring. You have a huge heart. So now it's time to turn that heart inwards and focus
Yeah.
on you
Right on.
and show yourself the love that you've been showing all of us.
Right on.
Yeah, you got this, buddy. Proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm Sean. Danny,
Hey, Sean.
we didn't spend a whole lot of time together, just our paths crossed very few times, but it's because of that I got to see a lot of growth in you, and it was kind of strange. When you first got here, you kind of seemed like a shell of yourself. There wasn't much to say, and then about a month later, I saw you again, and light's coming back to your eyes, and you've got a big smile on your face. And another month later, almost, and here we are graduating, and you're almost a completely different person.
Yeah.
You're doing good for yourself, man. I'm really happy for you. Keep up the great work, and you're going to be given some numbers when this is all said and done. Pick which one of them when you're feeling low, and any one of us, I'm sure, would be happy to give you an ear to talk to, or the help that you need when you need it. So,
Right on.
thanks, Danny.
Thanks very much, Sean.
Yeah, congrats, Danny. I think a couple things. The first thing that sticks out, it's interesting when I think about you and the time you've spent here has nothing to do with you at all, really, and your own kind of recovery, but the way you advocated for Daniel to get him in here. So like for me, you just kept coming, asking about him. Where is he at? Where on the list? What does that look like? What do I need? What does he need? How can we make this happen? And I think I learned about you a lot through that process, right? Not your recovery, but just you as a human. And I was really moved by that, to be honest. I thought that was really beautiful, the way you showed up for someone you care a lot about. And now he's here and he's doing great. And we don't have this place. It doesn't have the energy it is. It doesn't have the dynamic without him. Just like the other place doesn't have it without you, man. So I want to acknowledge that. Maybe people don't know that, but yeah, you were pretty instrumental in getting your son here. And that speaks volumes about who you are and what's important and how willing you are to show up for people. That's beautiful. And the other thing was just a little thing, but the position of neutrality videos that you showed me about, the conversations that we were having around some of
Joe
them.
McDonald.
Yeah. I just love that, man. I loved how fired up you got about that. There was this thing that you had been exposed to of someone's interpretation of recovery, right? Of these steps, and you wanted to share that. And you did. We watched it that time, right?
Yeah.
And so the whole kind of program sat here, and rather than a speaker meeting, we watched this video that Danny brought to the table. And that was cool. I really like that. I hope to God, man, whatever you did when you left other treatment centers, you don't do this time. You do radically different, That's the thing, man. It's not, I don't think you got this. I don't think you got this. I don't think it's like, cool, man, just skip your way into the new life that is. I don't think you got this. I think you got to work your ass off day by day by day to maintain what you have, the peace and the freedom that is pretty fragile. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's for me, man, it's like when you think we're good and I'm just, able to sort of begin to lose steam on those things that have kind of got me to this place, that's where I've always faltered. I've always fallen off, and I've always lost the thing that I worked so tirelessly to get. So it's important to stay vigilant, man, and I know you know that to some degree. But may you do now, leading forward, things you have never done before. Challenging things, hard things, uncomfortable things, curious things, mysterious, whatever, man. Things that you haven't done before. Because the things you've done before will land you precisely where you've been, right? So, I think, like is said often in these rooms, for good reason, connection is key. I can't kind of navigate my way through the problems of mind, of heart, of hands, of everything on my own. Nor can you, And you got a slew of guys here, a slew of people here who love you and know you, know you in ways others can't. Because we all suffer from that same disease, right? There's an understanding and a bond. Stay connected to those people. You're not alone. We love you. May this time be very different for you, Danny. You deserve it, brother. Like this is on the table for you, man. Like you really deserve it. The next 5 years can look so different than the 40 that have been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's a fact, dude. That's a fact. So, yeah, I love you.
I agree. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, buddy.
Thank you, Scott. Do you want me to introduce myself?
Please, yeah.
Okay, on the screen in the very front with her hand in front of her face now is my sister Sharon. And now don't say nothing, but I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. John up in the, I'm gonna skip you, Sharon, for a minute. This is how we are if we're all together in real, like, you know?
Would you like me to mute myself again?
Yes. Yes. So John, don't put your speaker on. But John up in the right-hand corner, he goes to meetings out here. I'm bringing all your figured out in a meeting. But anyways, and I'm going to say how long you're sober, a long figured time. And Kim, my sister, she's my younger sister, and she's in the program and for a long time. I'm going to skip you for a minute, Carrie. You're the gangster bunch. And then we got my sister Donna. She, I'm going to break down everything too. She abstained from the rat race years and years ago also. And Sharon, you're on the big screen, but you're not saying nothing yet. She is next to me in age, but a couple years older. Maybe 2 or 3, 4. But anyways, and she hasn't played around with the stuff in many, many years. And then my sister in the far left, before the other screen of us, is Judy. She's the elder of the bunch. But and I have to say this one anyways. I remember one time, Judy, I asked you years ago. I said, Judy, how come you never smoked cigarettes or drank alcohol? Meanwhile, the rest of us were all messed up. And actually, pretty well, Carrie got sober, but you said, well, I just watched all you guys and I seen your act, so I stayed away from the shit. So Judy is was a long time Al-Anon member. Like she's got a black belt in Al-Anon, and then my brother, and I love him like a champ. He kind of took the place as my dad in a sense. My father died when I was only 19, 20, and my mother had passed away a couple of years before that. So it's not like I was an orphan, but I was a mess. Anyways, when I was 17, Kerry was 27, 28, and he went to an AA meeting. I knew nothing about it. I thought it was a Christian fellowship. And here, I'm going to center shot you, Kerry, for a minute. But he is that Jesus speaking?
It's all good.
But anyways, he was like my hero, but in the drinking world. You know, he was my tougher older brother, and don't screw with him, and rah, rah, rah. Then he got sober, and he was always crazy and funny. But when he got sober, he was still a little bit crazy and funny, but he just wasn't drinking. And I ended up writing off a car, and I hit 2 other cars. Nobody was in the cars. I was in the driver's seat, though, on the other car. They hit the cars. And it was a real mess. And my brother said to me, when I got out of the jail the next day, he said, Danny, he says, you're going to have to come to AA, because, what's that, you know? And because I didn't know, I never went to a meeting. I just knew that he went to this thing. And he said, well, it's going to help you in court if you go. So I did go, and there was a speaker meeting in Ottawa, big city, just like going to a meeting in Vancouver. And there was a speaker there, and everything the speaker said was me. I felt everything he felt. The only difference was, and I've said this before, and I'll always remember this, I didn't lose the wife, the house, the car, the whole 9 yards, because I wasn't old enough to have all that stuff anyways. But the way this person had drank, and the sickness he felt, and the shakes and the sweats, that was me. And so from day one, I kind of liked the meeting. I kind of liked the fellowship and what they had to offer, even though people were older than me. So, you know, yes, I stayed sober for a little bit, but I'd fall in every once in a while. I just, 3 months ago I fell in. Holy schmoly. So I've been fighting the battle for many, many years. I've gotten some sobriety under my belt, so I know there's a good way to live. And now, Scott touched on is what I will touch on myself. And anyways, enough of my yakking. Maybe we can just go down the line and start with that outsider, John. Look, it's almost the same last name as O'Leary. Hi, John.
Hey, Danny. I really want to really commend you on, the change that you've made in this last 4 months, 5 months. It wasn't very long ago that your dear sister and I were very, very concerned that you were not necessarily going to lose a limb, but could lose your life to this disease. And, I'm really impressed and very grateful that you've been able to find sobriety again. I've known you for 45 years. This is the time I've known Kim, and I've seen your talents, your strengths, your gifts, the gold that you have to offer this world, the way that you serve people in Courtney who are finding their way out of addictions, in your service through the health system. I still describe you as a living miracle from where you came from to how you were able to now use your experience to benefit others. And I really think that is the future for you, is to really live into that place of your service to others so that you can help them find their way. And that would be my greatest wish for you, that you will find all of the great gifts and the great rewards that come from being of service in this world. So congratulations. I'm really, really proud of you.
Hey, thank you, John. We can go to Mrs. John. Kim?
Hi everyone, my name is Kim. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Kim.
I will try to be brief here. I'm Danny's younger sister. I was asked at an AA meeting recently, who's older, Danny or you? I just want to set the record straight. And a little emotional at times. Loving someone like my brother Danny, any of us with a disease that could take us away from the people who love and care for us. And each time that you come back into recovery, I selfishly feel like I got my brother back again. And each time there's a relapse, I selfishly feel like I've lost my brother again. I love you dearly. As a young kid, I looked up to you. As adults, I look to you and I love you dearly, and but I stand with you more shoulder to shoulder. And when you were coming to Powell River, I had some, I had just moved here 6 months ago, and I had some apprehension about what it would be like. Had some fear come up, and I shared with a couple of really close friends in the program, and what they watched and witnessed was a chance for you and I to connect and share not just in humor, but also to get to know each other today as adults. And for that I am so grateful, and I'm grateful that you're here. And when you leave, I also wish and really appreciated what was said here in the room today, and what Scott had said about whatever that means to do it differently, that you welcome that love into yourself, and that you take sobriety for you. I just, and I'm grateful that I look across the room from you and I see, my nephew Daniel, and I just, this is a disease that takes their life emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and recovery gives that back to us. And so I wish that for you as you leave here and go out into the other part of your life, into you know, out of the safety, kind of the hug of the room, right? That you can walk the rest of this and know that you're not alone as well. Sorry, I wasn't brief.
Thank you, Kim. Okay.
Danny?
Hi, Donna.
Okay, I just wanna say that I think it's amazing and you're mental how every time you were down, it wouldn't matter how far down you were, you always had the guts and courage to get back up again and try again. And I think as long as somebody is trying again and again and again, one time it's going to stick. And I think you got it this time. I'm proud of you, and I love you very, very much.
I love you too, Donna.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Carrie, would you like to go now?
Where do you want me to go? Do you want me to leave? Hi friends, my name is Kerry, I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Carrie.
Just trying to think of what I'm going to say now because I wrote it for my sisters for them to say what they did. Now I don't know what to say. Can I start off with a little joke, little story?
Yeah.
I was in Ireland a few years ago and it was late one evening and there was mom and dad, but the 7 kids showed up at the bus stop. They stayed out a little late, so they were waiting for the very last bus of the night. And when the bus pulled up, there was another couple waiting for the bus at the same time. And the conductor, they have conductors on the bus besides the driver, and the conductor said, whoa, whoa, he said, we're pretty full up. He said, we can only take 7. So the mom and dad said, well, we better let the children go. So they put the children on the bus, and the bus left. And the mom and dad were walking up the street, and the other couple was walking behind them. The guy behind them happened to have a peg leg. So every time he moved, you'd hear click, click, click. So the guy in front turned around, he said, hey, look, pal, he said, I'm in the maintenance business. He said, do you realize if you put a little piece of rubber on the end of that, you wouldn't be so noisy? And the guy said, yeah, well, do you realize if you would have put a little piece of rubber on the end of that, we'd all be on the fucking bus. Danny, I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. I've got to tell you, you know, every time you're sober, you help so many people. You help me, and somebody told me a long time ago that if we didn't drink or use today, we would never have to drink or use again. If you believe in just for today. And you're resilient, and Daniel, I'm so happy to see you, buddy. You know, like our family has been a real, well, our family's had its shares of sorrow, but lots of happiness, and addictions goes right through families, our family. But so does treatment, so does Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, whatever it is, it also goes through families. And Danny, I'm glad to be here to witness that you once again are doing the best you can and showing us that this whole deal is worth it, one day at a time. So I'm very, very proud of you, and I look forward to you coming back to Ottawa someday for a visit. Because Danny had visited a few times, and he was sober, and geez, we just had the time of our life, eh, Danny? Yeah. And it was just great, you know. And I remember one time when he was first coming, my sister said, oh, Christ, where's he going to stay? Like, I can't put him up. I don't want to put him up. You know, like people, you know, like not. And so I said, I'll tell you what, I'll put him up for a couple of days, see how it goes. Then Donna, you put him up. And Danny stayed a couple of days. We just had the time of our life. We were in program. We were reading. We were sharing. We were going to meetings. And he stayed the week. And when he left, I was sad. And I welcome him back anytime. And I want to say to everybody here, Daniel and everybody else, I thank you for my recovery, because what you're doing makes it all worthwhile for me and so many others. So God bless you all. And Danny, I'm proud of you and I love you. Daniel, I love you too and I'm proud of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Kerry.
Thank you. Judy. No.
I'm not sure what's going to come out right now. A lot of feeling, a lot of emotion, and joy that sounds maybe like tears, but deep, deep joy. The years have not been easy. They've been full of a lot of joy, but a lot of sadness, a lot of fear. And Danny and Kim mentioned, I felt the same way too. We did not know if you were going to be in our lives for too much longer when you were way down sick, and it was very, very devastating. And it is so precious that you are where you are right now and where you're going to be in the future. I really hope you do tap into the richness and the blessing that's you, and treasure it. Keep it. It's fragile, so take care of it as you would your greatest treasure. And what all of the wise words that have been given to you about the going forth now, the hard work starts. I really believe that. But just know that not only do you have that wonderful family that you're sitting with there, you know that you have us too. That's one of the beautiful benefits. We lost our parents very young, but the six of us have remained very, very close and have seen each other through lots of hard times. And when you were going through the last period of time, I just kept looking at your baby pictures and your little pictures. I have all the photo albums, and remembering and that sacred little child that was there, and the sacred man that is there. And you live up to him, Danny, and we love you very, very much. And I look forward to you coming to Ottawa too. And I would just love, Daniel, I hope that your journey is fruitful and rich, and that you find lots of joy.
Thanks, Judy.
Thank you, Judy.
Yeah.
Sharon, wait, Sharon. I almost forgot about you, but I always remember that time. You were probably 12, I was like 7, and I was on your bike and chased me to get off it, and you rode home, and I got lost. I couldn't find the way home, back in Ottawa. Okay, that's it. Go ahead.
Anyways, I don't have a lot to say because I'm not a very good speaker in this respect, but I just want to say I'm very proud of you, Danny. I love you very much, and the journey that you've been on, I'm getting emotional. I just want to say I'm just happy that you're where you're at and you're doing so well, and congratulations. I love you. I don't know what else I can say because everything has been said, and I love you, Danny. And I love you, Daniel. God bless you both.
Love you too, Donna. Sharon.
I love you.
I'll never make a public speaker.
I can clap for that. I have to talk.
It's your turn now, man.
No, I didn't know I had to talk. No, I'm only kidding. My name's Danny, and I'm an alcoholic. And then I can also say my name's Danny, I'm an addict. Boring, eh? No. Holy schmoly. I needed everything I heard from every one of you. I needed everything I heard from my family. It just, it kind of puts the icing on the cake in a nice way. You know what I mean? It's, oh boy. You know, I'll say this quickly because we got to eat someday today. No, I picked up my first drink at about 8. I probably tasted alcohol a little bit younger because I remember when you had a sore throat I don't know if this is an Irish freaking thing or not, but my dad would have the brandy would be warmed up with a little shot of sugar, and you'd take a sip and your sore throat would be gone. Like, I didn't have a sore throat every day because of that. I was only like 6 or 7, but it was like it got rid of an infection or whatever. But I can remember, I got a buzz off the shit and I liked it. Anyways, years later, I drank for the first time, maybe, I don't know, was it Sharon's wedding, first person to get married? But the thing was, I didn't just drink, ooh, the taste of this. Like, I was a chug-a-lugger from Dave friggin' Rum, and I drank all night around the clock till the sun came up, and I was lying in bed, and I remember my dad opening the door back then, and he could smell the booze in the room, right? From my breath and everything. This is the next day, and he said, "Were you drinking?" And I said, "Oh, I had a little bit," because now I'm hungover. And I remember getting up, like, he didn't give me shit or spank me, and there was no booze that day for me. I didn't go to the bar, I was 12 years old. But I remember waking up, and I actually was sweating, and it was hot sweat, like I was to see from my last drink. And I remember looking at my hands, and they shook. So I was actually, without knowing, that happened to me recently when I was on my last drink. I think, holy Christ, I'm going through the withdrawals and need a drink. But then I didn't know what was happening to me. But I look at it now, whereas right from day one, or maybe prior, I was afflicted with the disease of alcoholism, and it was off and on throughout my life. I went to that first meeting that I talked about, and I liked what I heard. So I always knew there was a better way to live. As far as getting into other stuff, that's, I don't have to get into any war stories. Everybody here's been down the road and done the stuff, but it was like, I always knew when I used and fell in and got sick and, lied to people and hid from people and was embarrassed and the whole bit. I always knew there was a better way to live, and I'll go back to recovery again one day. And you know what? I've said it before, not here, but I've said it at a meeting I spoke at once a long time ago, that me coming into, don't get me wrong, this place has saved my life. Oh my God, Nicholas is unreal. I love it. And it almost became a way and a sickness in itself that I drink, tear the world, the house to the friggin' ground, burn everything in sight, and but in my head I go, oh, I'll just go to a detox. I know how to do that. I'll throw in some pajamas in there, have a little shower and sweat it out, and then I'll put in my name for a recovery house or a treatment house or a recovery center or a halfway house. So I did that on and on. But every time I went in and I started getting well, I fucking meant it. I went, whoa, thank you, God. Please keep me like this, because I like being clean, sober, healthy, on the ball, where nobody hated me. I didn't have to look behind my back. I didn't have the coppers after me. I wasn't the most wanted and all that shit, And, but I'd fall in again, and I'd fall in again. But I'm telling you, and I say this one more time, it almost became a way that when I drink and get sick and get drunk, I really didn't want to, I really didn't want to, but I'd also know there's a way out. And that became a sickness in itself. And I gotta red flag it when that type of thought comes in my mind, or I'm angry at someone, or something doesn't go my way, and I'm all pissed off, and my go-to is go get drunk, go drink. Fuck it all anyways. But there's also a way to stop that, right? Phone someone, read shit, go to meetings, talk to people, be active in the program. Stuff that I stopped doing for a long time. So I gotta be careful, and I got red flags that I gotta watch for, and just be ready for them. And I've got all you people too. I've got tons of people in Courtenay that are in the AA, NA, CA, and they all knew me from before, and they all liked me before, but they're weary of me now. They're wondering, what the hell's with this guy, Anyways, I just want to say thanks once more again. I love you all, and I love you all, familia. Thank you so much. And we're gonna stay online though. There's Kim. Look at she can float. But anyways, we do. What do we do now? Serenity prayer, or do we talk again?
No, we're gonna have a cake, candle, happy birthday.
Oh, really? Okay.
You like the cake?
Yeah. Andy's got that.
Yeah, we're gonna sing happy birthday.
Yeah.
You have candles?
There are kids over there.
Yeah, someone have a lighter? Here.
Oh, here.
Candle? I got
Just like a lighter.
Just light the lighter.
I'll just like the lighter.
I got a lighter. Lighter?
Here you go.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Danny. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, so now.
That's good. Give me my lighter back.